Piotr is one of the only fighters in MMA I've seen who can jab effectively in southpaw/opposite stances. True. Thank you for the $5. Yeah, he's good, man. He's so good. It's the boxing way. Boxing foundation with good takedown defense. It's the way. Umar Sugar, Zahabi, Martinez, and Tabet all beat Yan. Shut up. Will Lionheart talk about how Pantoja quit? No, he won't. But Lionheart would have continued, dude. He would have laid there on the ground and took a beating for at least a round. Hola, mi amo Eduarda, me gusta estar en la biblioteca. Hello, my name is Eduardo. I like something in the library. Sex, fucking, something like that. I don't know what that means. Have you developed... It's probably something rude, though, right? Have you developed the Van impression yet? No, I haven't developed a Van impression. Oh, shit, that guy just broke his arm? Yeah! 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 We fucking did it! Yeah, fuck that guy. Have you developed the CTE Guru? Waiting room on Zoom for Mighty Guru show? No. Impression of Marab in a random jacuzzi rambling on why he lost? Well, you know, everybody... Arjo, you know I want, right? I want to make entertaining for everybody. Van impression of it is just imperfect. Why an impression, yeah. Jan wants Marab versus Umar, so who does he fight? I don't know. I guess he's looking for the O'Malley rematch. Clear that one up. To be, but a temporary state. Dumb fuck. Estar means to be. Oh, estar. Yeah. To be. It is. Yeah. Is. Estás. ¿Cómo estáis? Where do you think Van Pantoja will be on the pound for pound list? Oh, shut up right now. I don't know. Vans shouldn't even be on it. Pantoja should not move at all. We'll see if it really is AI, basically. What are we doing if this ruins Pantoja and he comes back old? I'll cry. Thank you for the $5. He should win when he comes back, but I'll cry. Depends what happens, though. Impression of Marab using Hasbullah as a fleshlight after loss? No. Will Yan defend his belt in UFC China? Maybe, but no, I doubt that. But they could do that with Zhang Weili Dern in China and Yan on there. But let's have him in America, dude. Yan's beloved in America. Let's have him in America. Owning the libs, triggering the libs. Thank you for the 5. Don't know what that's about. The Mighty Show was holding us back. Thank you for the $3 Australian. Worst commentary are Yan versus Marab and Yan versus Izzy. 2 Yans they just didn't like. Thank you for the 2. It's insane. What Yan did to get back to the belt and how he did it against Marab was on par with Cruz versus TJ. Shut the fuck up. What are these takes, man? What are fucking idiots in here. It's nothing the same. Cruz was out on the sidelines, beat Mizugaki, and then beat TJ Dillashaw in a razor-close split decision. This is Marab, bantamweight GOAT at the time. Yan comes back and fucks him up. Goes through a fucking 3-0 streak in his division. Stop, man. Everyone stop commenting on it if you don't know the sport, please. Dana said Arman has to earn a title shot again. Okay, good. Thank you for the 2. After yesterday, is Yan your favorite fighter of all time? He is. Thank you for the $2. Yan is my favorite fighter of all time. One of them. Have you heard my rumor? RDR is diagnosed with myocarditis. I don't know what he is. Thank you for the $3 Australian. I haven't heard the rumor of it. Adesanya versus Brendan Allen next. Sure. Thank you for the $2. Adesanya, Brendan Allen next. Yeah, I don't mind. I'll maybe try and get a recording of this recording and post it somewhere myself. Adesanya, Brendan Allen next. No, idiots. Stop. Mohammed Ibrahim. Why do people... There's so many people talking about the sport that don't know anything. Don't do that next. You do Brendan Allen DDP for the bad blood and you do Adesanya Baraujo. We are so happy today. We are happy. We're in Peaches and Creamville. Reports are saying the person texting DC during the card was actually his DoorDash driver. Thoughts? The person texting DC during the card was actually his DoorDash driver. Most likely, yes. I'd see that. Please do a video reaction to Dana's post-fight presser regarding Tom, Arman, and new fight news. I will. But I just got to get my sleep schedule back on track. I woke up at about 9 p.m. I couldn't sleep after the card. Are you happy because you're not going to get harassed? No, I don't care. Thoughts on Lucas's tier list? I don't know. Pay-per-view of the year candidate 323. It was maybe the greatest pay-per-view of all time. It was great. If only Van Pantoja had happened. There's always got to be something, though, you know? How would you match make Yan coming off 4 non-wins? He'll probably still be top 5. I'd put him against Khalil. Top 5 since Jamal's number 6 and hard to justify him fighting up. Maybe Reyes. No, you don't run back the Reyes fight right now. You give him Khalil Roundtree. I think that's the matchup. No more membership for me, boys. I'm sorry to hear that. World's biggest ant. Guru, why didn't Yan re-employ the uppercuts and similar techniques he used in the Figueiredo and Song fight? Don't fucking critique his performance, you weeb. Thanks for the $5. He did throw uppercuts, but he didn't want to get caught in the clinch with Merab nonstop. He wanted to separate and get going. Cracks me up that the UFC's okay with Pantoja putting his fist through Van's face, but by God, they play many men uncensored. I know, it's crazy how no one can ever allow that song. Perfect timing at Lay. Still giving off vibing off Jan's win. Same here, I'm so happy about it. Who do you want to win out of Charles and Max? I want Oliveira to win, but I would be happy if Holloway won as well. Mainly because I want to be correct and I think Oliveira is going to win, but I would prefer if Max Holloway won for sure. Here's a cut from my Christmas bonus. Got a good chunk from selling 10k in break jobs, 1k in out alignments, and 3k in suspension. Love you, bro. I can't believe we did it. I am still low-key crying over Pantoja. Thank you for the $50. I'm heartbroken for Pantoja. They did. MMA God sacrificed Pantoja for a Piotr Jan victory. I feel so bad for Pantoja, dude. This was his big moment. And it's ruined. I saw Jan's jacuzzi bit on his story. Don't worry, I've seen it. Thank you for the $50. Good noodle. I appreciate you, dude. Selling 10k in break jobs, 1k in alignments, and 3k in suspension. Thank you for the share, dude. I appreciate it. You don't need to give me a cut of it, but I appreciate it anyway. We're all on cloud 9 right now after Jan's performance. Piotr Jan's higher on the GOAT list than Khabib Nurmagomedov. I agree. I've seen Jan's story. It's great. He has one of every color as well in there. Who do you think you'd pick in a Jan versus Khalil fight? A legendary Polish board. I'll probably go Jan with his jab. I think he's a good style to deal with Khalil. Thank you for the 2. Keep moving that goalpost on Tabet. No, I'm amped up. I was just coping about the pseudo win. It was a good performance. We will keep winning. We will keep bringing excitement and hype fights. Yeah. Thank you for the 5. You're not battling against anything. I just was incorrect. Fluke has returned. I saw. Which means maybe MMA award show at the end of the year. I'll reach out. See what happens. Pantoja should have just gone for the eyes. Lol. True. He should have done indeed. He very indeedly should have done. How many wins does Piotr Jan have this year, chat? Is there an argument for Fighter of the Year? Was that his 3rd win of the year or only his 2nd? I think it might have been only his 2nd. I think he fought at the end of last year. Yeah, oh well. He fought in November against Figueiredo. If that was, chat, yes or no, if that was 3 wins that year, Figueiredo, McGee, and now Dvalishvili for the belt, I think Fighter of the Year. There would have been an argument. But Merab's definitely Fighter of the Year for sure. Just for the performance that he put on at the end of the year, he's got to be Fighter of the Year. But if Jan matched his activity, come on, lad. Yeah, you got to do Merab. I'm just glazing Jan too much, guys. It's insane. Should Pantoja still fight Merab? No. What are we doing? Van really lost 75% of his fan base overnight. He didn't know. He's gaining a bunch of followers. I wonder if he's at 1 million. He took it all back afterwards, but yeah, the initial response was a bit of a silly one from him, a bad one. Oh no, he doesn't have that many followers. He gained like 40,000. All right. Wait, beat the odds. The odds said no. He beat them anyway. What the fuck is this? Beat what odds? The odds said no. He beat them anyway on his Instagram. Glory to God. I mean, it is what it is. Right, let's see when this gets rammed back, I guess. Pantoja handled it very well, though. He gave Van the credit and just said it was his destiny to win this tonight, and what can I do, you know? Yeah, he's got a ton of following from this as well, like 250,000 likes on his posts. So that's something, I guess. You know? Nice. He didn't lose a fan base, no. Merab's coach, John Wood, is such a... said Merab wasn't screaming in pain after the body kick. He said he was yelling at Jan. This camp is full of, yeah, a bunch of yes men, it seems like. You know what, chat? Yes or no? Sometimes I really do think this, chat, is JDM in the top 5 worst champs, no defenses? Shut up. Thank you for the 2. But I do believe this, chat. There are generational talents that have nothing to do with coaching whatsoever. And the coaches are just along for the ride and just end up being professional yes men. You know? It is disgusting. Like Merab, I don't think coaching made Merab a champion. In any way. I think Merab could have gone to any gym. He would have been this guy. And it happens with a lot of other guys as well. You know? Like Connor, exactly like Connor as well. Or Yan. I mean, Tiger Muay Thai is kind of different, of course, because they're like elite striking training camp. But I think these guys could be in any gym and become the champ. Coaching doesn't have much to do with it in MMA. John Jones, Jackson Wink, wherever he would have went, I reckon he would have had a similar trajectory early in his career. You know? Talent is talent, and it's just, that's what it is. Or like natural ability is natural ability, like Merab has with the cardio. I don't think they're doing something different in his strength and conditioning, you know. Next vid, please mention how Merab's coach idiotically told him he was up 3-0 after round 3, and the corner advice all night was shoot, don't strike with him. Thank you for the $5. Well, he was shooting though. He was shooting non-stop. He was shooting takedowns. He just couldn't get them. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Coaches are along for the ride with generational talents. They don't do much to hone it. It's been said, but Joe Rogan trying to have Merab make excuses is insane. Joe Rogan is such a fucking weirdo. To anyone who's different than him, it's strange level of self-hatred. It's crazy to me. I don't understand. I think Joe Rogan's one of the things where he thinks, I know I'm not hardcore. This is Joe Rogan thinking, by the way. He thinks, I know I'm not hardcore, but if I massively overglaze the people seen as something that only a hardcore would glaze, then I'll be able to go covert ops and maintain being the all-knowing person of the sport. So he just speaks like Merab, so he's the generational talent, or he'll probably end up like glazing some weird niche guy that no one else is really glazing. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing that he does. But this is sort of it in fruition, you know. Has Rogan ever made you laugh? Yeah, a couple times, but unintentionally, though. Yeah, the commentary for Merab Yan was fucking awful. Terrible. Feed Vittori to Gutierrez. Thank you for the $2. Yes. Impression of Andy being along for the ride. It's good, that. Just, Tom's doing YouTube videos again.